Hey, good morning. It's Friday, May 7th. Thanks so much for being here. So we're moving on in chapter 4. We're talking about wisdom. So the thought for the day is verses 10 to 13 of chapter 4, which focus on the excellence of wisdom, reason to pursue wisdom. We've had some cold, good facts about why wisdom is a blessing to us. But then there's this strong encouragement. Remember, Solomon is repeating the words of his father David that he told to him when he was a little boy. So this is a very intimate picture, and I can't stress that enough. This is a son remembering the words that his father told him to try and keep him from all the mess of life that Solomon grew up in. So this is David's voice. Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I guide you in the way of wisdom and lead you along straight paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. And when you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. See, in the Proverbs, the wisdom of the parents and the wisdom of God are mingled together as the parents speak the truths of God. And as in this case, David is speaking these truths to his son, he's speaking for wisdom. And he's saying those ways will bless his son and encourage him. So there is a tenderness here. There's an urgency, but there's a tenderness as well. This is not accept what I say or else. Rather, there is a plea. Accept what I'm saying, and the years of your life will be many. This connects us right back to Ephesians chapter 6, verses 1 to 3, where Paul says directly, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. The first commandment with a promise that it may go well with you, and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. It is not a guarantee of old age. It's a guarantee that if you follow the ways of God, as opposed to the ways of the world, the flesh, the encouragements not to trust God. If you walk in the ways that are honoring to God and are upright, you will be on the path that leads to long life. It doesn't mean that something catastrophic won't happen, that there may not be some sort of sudden sickness or things that we can't control in our human direction. But we see the impact of so much of sin ravaging people, of choosing not to go the way that God called them to go. That's what's being talked about here. Long life on these paths of God. That's what awaits us, because it's in harmony and sync with what God has called. I guide you in the way of wisdom and lead you along straight paths. The idea is we need a human teacher. We've got Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. Children need their moms and dads, but they need their moms. Let's emphasize moms here. They need their moms to guide them. Biblical teaching is about taking someone by the hand and leading them along. It's not about discovery. It's about trusting God and walking in his ways. If you do that, your steps won't be hampered. And when you run, you will not stumble. And the idea here is one of fatigue. The way of the self, the way of sinfulness, is the way of fatigue. It wears us out. But as Isaiah says, if we're trusting God, even when we are weak, we won't stumble or fall. And that's what's talked about here. It's not just the stumbling blocks of actual sin, but it's just the fatigue of trying to do things in our own strength. We're not designed to do it in our own strength. We're designed to walk in hand with God. And then finally, hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. And this is picked up on again later in chapter 4 and reemphasized again in verse 23. David is pleading for his son, and Solomon's repeating this for us. Embrace the ways of God. Embrace wisdom. Remember what we talked about wisdom last night. Wisdom is taking the truth of God, applying it to your life, to bring honor to God. If you embrace that, you embrace that path where God blesses long life. It's consistent with how we're designed to live on this planet. When we live trying to honor ourselves and bless ourselves and esteem ourselves, that's not the way of wisdom. That does not lead to long life in what God calls here. So embrace this plea. The next few verses talk about the negative impact of not trusting God and not pursuing wisdom. But here, the beauty of wisdom is just laid out for us. A life that is, sure, full of all the struggles and hassles in this world, but a life that is run on the tracks of serving God, of pursuing wisdom, taking His truth, making it part of our everyday life so that God is honored. That's what leads to long, pleasant life on this earth that gives us energy we didn't know that we had. And that's what guards our life. It's what guards our heart. Wisdom. It's a good thing. And that's the thought for this morning. Again, so great to be involved with you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and turn on post notifications. And Lord willing, we'll see you this evening. Again, Lord bless you. Make wisdom the goal of your heart. You have a great day. Bye-bye.